Close your eyes. If you don't feel balanced the way that you're sitting, why stay in a place where you're a little bit stuck? Just go ahead and find that place where your sitting bones are grounded into the mat. Shoulders down and back. Lifting through your ribs. We'll take 3 breaths with an inhale and an open mouth exhale, and then we'll breathe together. So let's take a deep breath in through your nose. Pretty vigorous open mouth exhale. Let your shoulders drop as you do that exhale. Do that again. Inhale, draw your shoulders up, keep that tension. Exhale, let it all go. Big sigh out. One more like that. Inhale, take your shoulders up. Exhale, let it go. Notice if you feel a little bit more grounded now. Bring your awareness to the feeling of your hands as they rest on your knees. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head as if you were being lifted just a little bit. Let's count and breathe together. Inhale. Pause here. Exhale. Set everything else to the side. Just focus on your breath. Inhale. And isn't that part of our lesson and our challenge, is just being able to focus on one thing. Exhale. Notice as you continue through the breath that you're able to settle in a little bit longer. Inhaling. Pause here. Like you're rolling down a hill. Exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Keep the vigor. Exhale through your nose. Deep inhale. Pause at the top of this breath. Pause here. Pause here. Pause here. Control the exhale as slow as you can through the nose. Like all the air is slowly being pushed out. Keep going, keep going, keep going with the exhale, drawing your abdominals in till there's nothing left. Take a normal breath in and a normal breath out. Good work. Keep your legs crossed just like they are. Put your hands forward on the floor. Walk yourself forward. Pressing your tailbones back. Some of you might not go very far, but you can still reach with your fingertips. Some of you might find you want to go in phases, so go a little ways. Stay there. Take your gaze down, go a little ways further. Stay there.
Oh.
And then instead of feeling the pull from your wrists, imagine what it would be like if I came up behind you and I put my hands on your shoulder blades and I gave you a gentle push forward. Use that type of energy as you go forward just a little bit more. Good. Inhale, and then let's back out slowly on the exhale, walking your fingers back, back, back. Back to your chest, back to your knees. Good. Put your hands on your knees and just start to go through some seated cat-cows. Arcing your chest up as you lift your chin, and then exhaling as you round your back. Pulling your chin to your chest, making that space between your sternum and your belly button even tighter. A few more times. And go slow. There's a place here where you can find that articulation of your spine, like you were kind of moving something that was a little bit stiff and you were trying to make it more pliable. And when you go to your inhale and you have your chin up, take those collarbones really wide and be sure you use that chance to fill your chest with breath. And then use the compression as you drop your diaphragm as you go through the arching of your back to exhale out. The simple act of connecting your breath with your movement is extremely centering and grounding because it requires your awareness and your attention. Find some stillness. Bring your hands together at heart center. Let's be simple today. Let's get down to something that's really essential. When I was in yoga teacher training, one of the things that we talked about a lot was trying to figure out how to use essential language because it's easy to just talk and talk and talk. So set a simple, essential intention for yourself right now. One word if possible, just for this practice. Good. Open your eyes. Let your gaze follow your fingers as you reach up towards the sky, keeping your hands together. Interlace your fingers except for the pointer fingers. So now you've got the steeple reaching up towards the sky. Lift your shoulders up, lifting through your ribs, and lean towards the right, turning your gaze gently to the left. Trying to keep good, really good, Susan. Trying to keep pretty straight arms. Good. Lift right up again. Lean to the left. And we'll consider that the first time is like an opportunity for exploration, just going, how does that feel? Come back up to center. The second time is a place where now you know what to expect. You can start to observe. So start to go again to the right. Lean towards the right. And this time, instead of exploration, let yourself observe. Where are you tight? How does that feel? Breathe in. Travel on your exhale through center and to the left. Observe. Keep your right hip grounded as you lead toward the left. Good. Come back up to center once more, but this time you learn. So do something that makes you more successful. Maybe taking those arm bones back, maybe releasing the grip even and putting one hand on the floor. Finding a way now that you can really find length through your right side, through your left side as you lean towards the right. This should feel a little different than the other two because you've learned, you're applying your experience. Good, come back up to center and go to the other side. And to me, learning is also about choice, right? Like if you have the knowledge, then you can make choices. If you don't have the knowledge, then you don't know how to make the choices because you don't know what you're choosing. Good, reach back up to center. Take your shoulders, shrug a few times. We'll do 3 times of that scapula exercise, nice and slow. Sweeping your arms up towards the ceiling, reach up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands slowly so your elbows are bent and hands are reaching behind your head. Take those elbows out wide. Gently, slowly take your arms up towards the sky. Slowly drop your hands so they're out level to the sides. Then turn your arms so that now your palms are facing back. Bend like a scarecrow at the elbow. That's the important part here. We keep those shoulders level, elbows lifted as you draw your hands behind your back. Marco's really good at this, huh? All right, again, hands now, palms are still away. Like the scarecrow, extend those hands out to the edges. Good, they're here. Flip. Drop those shoulders down and back, belly tight. Bend your elbows, take it right back here behind your head. Notice if you're collapsing anywhere, lengthen your spine. Last one, stretch out your hands, activate your fingers. If your shoulders are burning a little bit, you know that that's the place where we're improving our rotator cuff strength. Extend all the way out like a T. Turn your arms, palms face away. Scarecrow, I find that to be really hard. Bending those elbows, drawing your hands behind your back. That scarecrow move triggers for me. Hands behind your back here. Good. Take a second. Just rest your hands now to the small of your back. Palms are away. See if you can get those elbows into a nice line, puffing up through your chest. Good. Slowly release. Let's make our way to hands and knees. We're going to make our way down to child's pose, but take some time, make some choices as you get there about how you move a little bit. Just for this first time, feeling your hands and knees on the floor, go ahead and move into your child's pose. Good. And as you get down to your full child's pose, take those knees out wide. Put your forehead down if it's on the block or it's on the mat. Let your elbows be supported. So if that means you draw your arm bones back towards your body a little bit, let's take some deep breaths. Close your eyes. You're in this safe space. Breathe in and breathe out. I invite you to appreciate for a moment how we are all connected. I know when I'm going through things that are difficult, it feels like I'm all alone. Each of you has things that you have that you're working on and that you're going through right now. And I remind you that we are connected simply by wanting to share the experience of finding space physically and mentally where we can be a little bit better, a little bit more aligned, a little bit lighter. Good. Come up to your hands and knees. On those hands and knees, keep your knee bent. Take your right leg up out to the right. So fire hydrant leg here, strong left arm. So there's a tendency to collapse on the left side. See if you can shift that weight to the right, even between your hands. Square your shoulders, really working through this leg. Flex your foot. Stay with me. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Extend your leg. Put it straight out on the floor next to you. Walk your hands up. So now I'm standing up on my left knee with my right leg out to the side. Good. There we go. Good. Big breath in, reach your arms up, and then drop your right hand to your right leg. Creep those fingers down your right leg. Reach, reach, reach over to the left. Lots of opening through the side here. And if your knee is bent, see if you can straighten it, because you're just going to get a little bit more stretch then. Good. Lead with your left fingertips. Come around the other way. Drop your left hand to the floor to a block. Take your right hand up towards the sky. Keep your right foot on the floor. Just use this. You have a lot of grounding here through your left hand and your right foot, and open the shoulder back. Good. If that feels delicious, then you can just stay there. Or if you're ready for the next thing, push your left hand firmly into the floor. Take your right hand so it's more level, straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale and hug everything in as you float your right leg up, flexing that foot. Outer right shin is lifting.
Oh.
That got a lot harder, huh? Okay, lifting here, pressing through your heel, really strong. Now you're feeling the muscles of your legs. You're hugging in. Hold it here. Good work. Drop your right knee foot down. Come on back around onto your right foot. Your right hand, both hands on the mat. Sweep your right foot back. Rock those hips a little bit side to side. Good work. Find this grounding. Set yourself up, knees hip width distance apart. Toes can be relaxed, or you can tuck your right foot if that makes you feel more steady. But most importantly, you've got this pull in your arms, right? These arm bones are stacked. Set your gaze a little bit forward. Nice and strong lower abs. Lift your left knee. And like for me, automatically my right elbow bends. So purposefully straighten out your right arm. Shift that weight to the left hand a little bit. Flex your left foot. This left knee is lifted. You're breathing. You're steady. Hug the tummy in. Push through your hands. 3, 2, 1. Gracefully with control. Extend your left leg out. Good work. Walk your hands closer to your knees. Rise all the way up. Nice. All right, you're here. Ribs are stacked right over hip bones. Inhale up. And exhale, drop your left hand to your left leg. Reach as you walk those fingers down your left leg. You can go as far as you'd like, as far as you can with that lean without falling over. So still keeping nice weight on your right knee. What's happening with your right hand? Are those fingers alive? Getting energy from the tips of your fingertips. Breathe in.
Oh.
Good. Come back around, and you know where we're going. We're kind of windmilling the right hand all the way down. Left arm comes up. And then you can pull your chest back. Open through that shoulder. Maybe you can turn your neck so that your gaze is straight down. All right, if some of you had your arm where you had the mobility to reach way back, I want you to bring your arm more in line. So you've got a good straight line of this left hand up towards the ceiling, straight line with your right hand. This is all legs. Lift your left leg. Good, Marco. Good, Michaela. Flex that foot. Beautiful, Susan. Yes, flex your foot, reach through the shoulder. Really nice, Chris. Good straight arms. Breathe here. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Drop it back down gently. Bring yourself back around. Left hand down. Right hand down. Pull your left knee in. Take a child's pose. Drop your hips back. Drop your forehead to the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Come back up to your hands and knees. We're going to do it again, but then instead of putting our knee back down, we're going to, from our last thing, we'll step our foot forward. All right? So nice strong stack, belly tight. Take your right knee up towards the sky, strong left arm. Balance the weight on both sides. Flex that foot, knee is lifted. Very good. Breathing here, looking ahead. Nice. Stay here. This is you in that space where now you're in your place of effort. So you're in your zone where you're willing to go to an edge that's not comfortable. Be uncomfortable. Be okay while being strong and calm while being uncomfortable. One more breath. Good work. Take your right foot out. Walk your hands back. Pull up your chest. Sweep your arms up, inhale. Drop your right hand, lean. So get really essential about your movement here. If you find that as we transition, you make like a whole, 27 extra adjustments, see if you can, through this flow, just put your hand on the floor and move. So, ready? Put your left hand on the floor, right hand up. Good. Left hand on the floor, elbow straight, lift your right leg. Flex through your foot. Good, Alana. Breathe. Put that arm, perfect, Alana. Put that hand away from you, your left hand further away from you, Alana, so you can lean on it. Yes. Good work. All right, bend your right knee, step it forward, tuck your left toes as you come around, rise yourself up so you're in this low lunge. Good. Take a moment here. Your hands can be on a block. Just stay in this low lunge. If the left knee up is too much, you can drop your back knee because you are just still, that's your first time you're opening through that left hip. So if you're like, whoa, and your hands could be on a block. Some of you might be like thinking, if I had 2 blocks, I could put a hand on each block. That would be pretty cool. So, maybe for Halloween, you can ask for another block. All right, nice and steady here. Draw your left toes in a little closer if you need more stability. Belly tight. Working this right leg. Sweep your arms all the way up. Good work. You're in your high lunge.
Nope, not yet. Oh, there we go.
All right, from your high lunge, stay here. Breathe. Bend your elbows. Make goalpost arms. Take your gaze up. Reach your arms up. Good work. And transition to your warrior 2. So here's your warrior 2. Front knee bent, back knee down, back leg straight. Good. Straighten both legs. Triangle. Put your right hand to the inside of your right knee. Peel your left arm up towards the sky. And you don't have to go very far, right? It's just this leaning. We're doing a lot of opening through the side today. My right foot is facing straight ahead. Good. If you want more, reach both arms towards your right foot. Reaching here, breathe. Good. Bend your right knee, bring yourself back down and around. Take a moment and stretch out your right leg. So I'm pushing myself back. Hands can be on the block or on the floor. Right toes up towards the sky. Some of you might want to see if you can grab the outside of your right foot with your left hand. Some of you might not like to do that and might just want to pull back with your toes. Tommy. All right, come back here. Good work. Take this right foot around. If you need a rest, take a child's pose. If you need a stretch, take a downward facing dog. You got a couple breaths in either place, and then we'll be back on our knees and we'll do the left side. Enjoy whichever thing you chose. And isn't that great that you know how to choose? Like you know the difference in what it feels like to go to a child's pose or a downward dog just based on experience and knowledge. And you don't get that experience and knowledge unless you do something. So congratulations to you for doing it before. All right, child's pose or down dog. Let's all meet in our hands and knees again. All right, friends. If your wrists are bothering you, we're not going to be on them like on this hands and knees too much longer, but think of putting the pressure on this part of your hand that's this place between your knuckles of your thumb and your forefinger. So you're just kind of pushing that down a little bit to get some of the weight off of the wrist. All right, ready? Left leg up, flex your foot, straighten the right arm, bend your knee, press the mat away, set your gaze forward. So we're not just hanging our head looking backwards. No, look forward, belly tight, push the weight evenly into the left hand. So you gotta, if you're shifting, shift over to the left, but keep that leg up. Stay with me, breathe. You can do this, one more breath. Extend your left leg out, drop it to the floor. Gently bring yourself all the way back up to stand on your right knee. Remember, I'm wanting you to try to be concise in your transitions. All right, you've done this before, so you know where we're going. Inhale, reach up, left hand down, lean. All right, essential in your transition. So think about where you're going before you go. Right hand will go down, left arm will come up. Ready? Go. Nice. Enjoy the opening through your shoulder. Feel your alignment. Lift your left leg. And your right hand needs to be right under your shoulder, so not by your knee, or it's going to be really hard and you'll topple over. Take that hand out a little bit. Good. Strong here. Good, Michaela. Lifting, reaching, breathe. Excellent job. Come here. Bend your left knee. Step it forward. Bring yourself around to the front leg. Tuck your right toes. Lift. Stay in this low lunge. You can have your hands resting on the block. If that's still too far away, you can take those hands to your knee, but try to get down to the floor here. No, you can. Good. Good. Feel your back right heel pushing away. So see the difference that makes as your heel pushes away. All right, your left toes are just as important as your left quad. So put those toes on the mat. They're helping to hold you up. Good work. Ready? Breathe and sweep yourself up. Torso comes up. Arms are up. Good work. Breathe here. Arms are up, steady. Sorry, that's my puppy who's anxious. Inhale, reach. Exhale, transition. Here's your opening to warrior two. Awesome job with the transition, guys. Triangle, straighten your left leg. Tip your right hand up, left hand down, reach. Really good. Find this place where you're not caving through your right shoulder. Excellent job. Breathe here. If you're ready, go ahead, reach for something that's off in space beyond your left foot with both hands. Pushing your right hip out. Both Chris's, good. Come on back around. Good work. Bend your front knee. Pivot yourself back down to the mat. Right knee down. Straighten out your left leg. Take that stretch. Good. Breathe here. Some of you might want to take your right hand, reach across to the left side of your foot.
No.
Or not. Good. Breathe here. And then draw your left leg back in from your hands and knees. Take a child's pose or a down dog, your choice. Take a reset. If you're in your downward dog, enjoy that pedaling out of your feet. Feel what it's like as you shake your head side to side. If you're in your child's pose, just take some breaths, let it go here. Maybe roll your forehead back and forth on the mat. Okay, so you can like offer this to your children. Everybody go down to your child's pose. You have to do things more than once before you can know what to choose, because you have to explore the first time, observe the second time at least, and then you can start to learn and make choices. I don't know about you guys, but my kids think that if they Google it or watch 30 seconds on YouTube, they're now experts. So then they know everything that there ever was to know, and they don't need anybody else's experience to make those choices. And I think you have to actually do something to actually understand how to make those choices. And because they know everything already from Googling it or watching 30 seconds on YouTube, they're like automatically deciding whether they can or cannot do something. And I think we can prove that we have to actually do it before we can learn. So let's do it one more time, and we are going to add on. And you are going to want your block for the balancing that's going to be included. So be sure you have that block, if you're not already using it, up at the top of your mat, okay? Where you'll be able to grab it. All right, what a tragedy if you go through all this experience you've had in your life, though, and you don't learn a darn thing from any of it. So let's make sure that we learn something, right? Even if you've had the hardest time ever with things, that's valuable experience that you could share with somebody else, right? All right, hands and knees, you guys. You got this. Belly tight. Show up awesome. Big breath in. Big breath out. Strong right leg, lift. Toes are flexed. Good. Knee is lifting like this fire hydrant. Try to get that inner thigh parallel to the floor with weight on the right hand. This is all you. Breathe. Everything coming into alignment. You've done this before, so visualize how you're going to make this transition as your right foot straightens, goes to the floor, and you sweep your arms up. Go. Lean to the right.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Right hand down your leg. Good. Reach. Learn from what we've already done. You're making the transition. How are you going to get there in a way that lands you safely and essentially? Ready? Left hand down. Sweep over. You can choose if and when you lift your right leg. So see, now you know how that feels, so you can choose. Driving through your heel. Maybe your gaze can go up, hugging in. All right, imagine how it's going to go. It's going to go well. You're going to step your right foot forward and meet me in the low lunge. Go. Awesome. Use the block if you need to.
Oh.
All right. Hugging in through the torso. Lift your fingers, sweep your arms up. You're in your crescent lunge, right knee's bent, left leg is straight. Good. Make your transition, warrior two. So when things get hard, then sometimes we forget everything we ever learned, right? We go back to patterns and habits that aren't necessarily based on choices. They're just default. Don't do that. Straighten out your right leg, triangle pose. Get as deep as you can this time in your triangle pose, but still being grounded, because that's the other thing is if we go too far and we just go crazy, then that's not helpful either, right? Nice and strong here. Breathe. All right, friends, this is for you, Tommy. We're going to do a half moon. Let me talk you through it first. You're going to bend your right knee. Go ahead and move that block so it's to the right and in front of that foot, and we'll make the transition reaching for the block, lifting up your left leg. All right? Okay, so ready? Go. Find this transition, right hand to the floor. Put the block at the highest height to give you the lift. Your left leg, actually, the more you can lift using the strength, the lighter it becomes. Pull your left arm back. We've done all the things to prepare for that. Good work. Good work. Can you step your left foot down gracefully, forward fold? Good job.
Oh.
Okay. Windshield wiper your body side to side. Just sway here side to side. If your fingers go to the floor, good. If not, grab opposite elbow. Nicely done, guys. Good job.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Let's stand all the way up. Just reset for a second. Take a big breath in. Reach your arms up. Feel your feet on the floor. Bring your hands together to heart center. Close your eyes. I asked you at the beginning of our practice to just go ahead and set a simple intention for today. If you can't remember what that was, or it seems like that was not what was right for you, pick something. Just be here, grounded, centered, willing to try. Excellent job, guys. Big breath in, forward fold. We're going to make our way back to our hands and knees via a plank. Flat back. Step back to your high plank. All right, let's see. Tommy is leaving on the 23rd of September. So Tommy, count for us to 23 in our high plank.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Patient, Tommy. Come on.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Alana wants to suffer a little bit. She wants you to suffer a little bit. Come on.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
All right, good job. Drop to your knees, guys. Press your hips back, stretch out your back.
Oh.
All right, come back up. Learning on the left side. Set yourself up on your hands and knees. Belly in tight, shoulders nice and strong. Left leg lifts, flex your foot. Equal weight in the left and right hands. Shift your body weight a little to the left hand. Encourage your outer heel to lift on your left leg. Good and strong. Gazes forward, breathe. All right, think about how you're going to make that transition with your left leg up and your arms lifting, as graceful and as essential. So no extraneous movements. Ready, go.
Oh.
Good. Lean to the left. Go further than you did before. Your body knows how. You're warmer now, and you are not just exploring or observing. Now you're more active here. Good. Now think about how you're going to make that transition. What needs to be stable? Where's your right hand going to go? How are you going to find that place where you can do it in one movement? Ready? Go. Nice. When you're ready, if and when you know how, lift your leg. Good, Susan. Reaching, lifting, strong. Start going in your mind before your body goes to that transition. Left foot is going to step forward while your right knee lifts, so you get to that low lunge. Think about what props you need. Ready, go.
Oh.
Good. Nice. take a minute and reset your gaze. So your body got there, but reset your gaze. Feel everything hug into your midline. Rise up. Arms rise up. Reach up. Breathe. Excellent. Transition, warrior two. Be solid in your warrior two. Legs are strong. Now, triangle. Don't underestimate what you learn by doing, right? Reach up here. Let's teach our children and others in our lives to follow that model of learning by doing sometimes. Arms can reach to the left front edge of your mat. Reach. Good work. Come back, warrior two. You're getting ready for half moon. Your left hand is going to need to go to the block, so set it up. Think about how your right leg is going to lift because you're shifting the weight. Your right arm coming up to the sky will help you. As essential as you can, go.
Oh.
You don't have to be perfect. You just have to try. If you mess up, go back, do it again. That's part of learning. Flex your toes, live through that heel. One side is different than the other. Breathe. Good. Can you gracefully bend your right leg gently, set it down to the floor? Right next to your left. Good. Big forward fold. Grab your elbows or your hands to the floor. Sway side to side, or just take some time. Walk your fingers to the right and to the left. Oh. Side to side. Oh. Rise all the way up. Sweeping your arms up, letting your gaze follow. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Give yourself a little props there for going through that whole thing, adding on each time. Really also just for showing up today. Good job. One more big breath in. Good work, you guys. Big breath out. Let's all take a big side facing forward fold. Step your feet out wide towards the edges of your mat. Clasp your hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Make this more for the opening, not for the struggle. So take your feet in a place where you feel okay and fold forward with your chest. If you like where your hands are, you can lift your wrists away from your body as your head comes down. If you don't like that, release your hands. Put your hands on something. The mat, the floor, a block, your ankles, big toes. Just find some grounding here. Close your eyes and think of this as an inversion. It's a reset. Let everything just change perspective. Good. Hands on your hips, gently come all the way up. Turn your toes to the front, walk your feet together. All right, guys, let's do a pigeon today.
Oh.
Put your hands on the mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. If you feel like the pigeon with your knee forward on the mat is not there for you today, go ahead and get on your back. And you're going to do that reclined pigeon because you have the knowledge to make that choice. I'm going to talk us through the down dog version first. All right, right leg up towards the sky. Oh, wait, we forgot to flip our dog. So who's on their back? Don't get on your back if you're on your back because we forgot to flip our dog. So everybody, downward dog, right leg up towards the sky. Sorry. Bend your knee. Real quick, flip your dog. Go. Take your right foot to the floor, both feet 12 o'clock. Push your hips up. If this is not in your game plan for today, just skip it. It's okay.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Now listen. Even if you drop your booty down to the floor, come around, put your right hand down, come back through your downward dog, all right? And then start shifting your weight to your right hand, dropping onto your heels, lift your left hand side plank.
Oh. Ah.
Good, come back around, push knees down.
Ouch.
All right, was that me? Come back, come on back down. Good work. Sit back down on your heels for a second. Stretch out your wrists.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Ready to do the other side?
No.
Just one more side. Just one more. Come on. Come on, Chris. Just one more side, okay? Even if you're just doing the down dog lifted leg, we're getting there, all right? All right. It's our goal for September. Tuck your toes. Down dog. Good, steady, strong arms. Lift your left leg. Bend your left knee. This may be as far as you go. That's fine. All right? If you're ready to go further, it's your choice, right? And every day is different. Come on around. Drop your left foot to the floor as you shift your weight onto your right hand. This arm comes up. Your feet need to face like the back of your mat, parallel. Knees are level. Good. Strong tummy. Come on around. Your left hand meets the floor as your left foot meets the floor. Then you shift your weight into the left and peel your right hand up towards the sky. You can always drop that left knee. Good. Come on back around. Right hand down. Okay, now for real, we're really ready. We're going to take our right knee to right wrist for pigeon, or you can get on your back and I won't make you get back up. Ready? Go. Right knee to right wrist if you're ready for pigeon on this side. If this is not good for you, go to your back and you can do the reclined pigeon. Worked hard today, so let this be nice. All right? Oh, Susan was still in her flip dog. Good job, Susan.
Oh.
Susan, I'm looking at you. I would have never known that you were hadn't done yoga before, right? I mean, you're awesome. Y'all can't see her, but she was side planking, flip dogging. She was doing all the. Yay, you. All right, we're in pigeon. Tent your fingers. If you're suffering, go ahead and lay on your back. Just do a reclined pigeon because this is your reward. So it's like if you hate chocolate, you don't have to eat that flavor. If you're with me, just settle your head to the floor. If you're on your back, remember you can cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh.
Oh.
If you're holding tension, like you're keeping your forehead up and you're tight and your shoulders wide, just go ahead and find a place where you can soften, maybe support your head with your fists or the block.
Oh. Ouch.
Close your eyes, go back to your breath. This is one of those really important poses because it's really good for hip opening and releasing through your back and your sciatica, but it also is a great place for you to mentally figure out how you can be calm in the moment of discomfort.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of this.
All right, I'll tell you. You're going to drop onto your right hip, and then you can work your way back up.
Oh, ah,
There we go. Let's all do that. Drop onto your right hip, and then look at me. Swing your left leg around and see if you can pick up that foot and rest it right on top here. So this is what I'm working towards here is fire log pose. The full fire log pose is you have your left ankle all the way over on your right thigh, right? Beginner, don't go that far. Just pick up your left foot and make it more so that it's just resting anywhere on your right leg, all right, wherever you can. All right, so this is the full. Kind of intense. Yeah.
we're supposed to be crossed. Hang on.
Some kind of crossing is happening. Yes.
Oh,
There you go.
there. As close as it's getting.
That's good. I hate that I get you there and it's like you did so good and then you gotta get undone.
Well, that'll be
You're
fine.
all tied up. You're all tied up in a pretty package and now you gotta open it up. So, but we gotta do pigeon on the other side in the next 3 minutes. So here we go. Ready? Uncross that leg. Bring it on around. Okay, back on your back or to your downward facing dog for your pigeon on the left.
Okay, let's do this dog thing.
All right. So your choice, if you're on your back, go ahead and cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh and lift that leg. Otherwise, I like to take my leg up towards the sky. I get a little momentum as I pull my left knee to left wrist, drop the foot, slide your right foot back. That's your pigeon. Good.
Yeah. Come on,
And
Nate.
just a note of like what we're working towards. So if your knee is straight ahead, that's not as much of a hip opener. It's still fine, but it's not as much of the hip opener. You want to think about your knee being out to the left. And when that happens, it means your right ankle is more parallel to the front edge of your mat.
Watch out, but my legs not parallel.
Yeah, well, being parallel is very hard. But I'm just making the point, like think of that knee, like if it was a pointer, it's pointing more to the left, not straight ahead. All right, like the middle part of your knee. Okay, friends, tense your fingers, lift up, and go ahead, settle down. As a reminder, you can use something underneath this left cheek to support that space that's between you and the floor. There should be some space. Settle and breathe. After this, you are ready for whatever comes next. You are.
Okay.
You are. It's like you're marinating right now. Good. One more breath. Notice if you're purposely like tense through the shoulders or your face, soften that. All right. Drop into your left hip. Let your hands help you as you lift your chest. Swing your right leg around. Here's where you really notice the difference in your hip mobility. Pick up your right foot. And remember, we're trying to find a place where it's crossed on top of this left leg. The full one, I can do it so much easier on my right hip, is taking the ankle all the way over to the left thigh. There you go. Good. Good. Tall, wherever you are. Sometimes it's nice to put a block underneath this right leg if it's really jacked up, you know, and then you can, like have a little extra support there.
I think I'm there.
Yeah, good. You got on that side faster. Good, Marco. Nice. All right, one more big breath. Sit up really tall. Tommy, I like how you decided to modify. You're listening to your body. Good job. Breathe in and breathe out. Unwind your leg. Finally, you can lay on down to your back. Take this time, just let your hands be open. Let your mind be open. Thank you for being willing to learn. Breathe in and out. Let your arms float up above your head. Take a big stretch, fingers to toes. Maybe a deep breath in and a big yawn or open mouth sigh out. Roll over to your side. Make your way up to a seat. Bring your hands together to heart center. Energetically share your gratitude to these people that show up just like you. I'm really proud of you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.